Hey, what's going on, everyone? Loki Oren here, and just wanted to give some context before we dive in. This is part one of a multi part series of videos chronicling my playthrough of 2D6 Dungeon. 2D6 Dungeon is a tabletop role playing game uh, built for and intended to be played by a single person. It's basically D&D without some of the bells and whistles and meant to be played by a single person. So perfect for when you really want to roll dice, but you don't have anybody to play with. So I've previously posted the first floor of a different run on this channel, and ultimately I wasn't happy with the quality of that set of videos or the follow on, the second floor, which unfortunately also ended in me losing to the boss. It was quite dramatic, it was very close, but ultimately I just wasn't satisfied with the quality, so I thought instead let me restart from the beginning, do it right, and try to innovate and improve. And that's what this is. This is my relaunch with better quality, both in terms of my mic, which I think will get better over time. I think I was still had my mic out of position when I recorded these videos. That's now fixed, so future videos will be even better. And also trying to better capture what it is I'm doing, and so you all can kind of read along, follow along. So thank you all for listening to me ramble. Let's get into the action. All right. Well, that last run didn't end so good. That's the first character I've ever lost instead of just quit playing. But welcome back, everyone. My name's Loki Orn, and we're back playing some more 2D6 Dungeon. They just decided I wanted to pick it up again. I don't wanna leave on a sour note. I'd rather get further. So we're gonna pick up another one of my handles. We're gonna take out Rahfa, using the token for Ismark from Curse of Strahd because I don't know, he looks like a generic enough fighter. Before we dive in, some changes to our sheet here. I guess like kind of what our starting point is. So Rafa level 1, 10 HP, 10 HP, no favor. However, instead of the longsword, I'm taking out the heavy mace. Using some different maneuvers, we still have the 5-2 for d6 plus 1 and pommel thumb. Geez, it should be thump. Let me just fix that on the sheet. But I'm going in a slightly different route and using sudden womp, which is a 2-3 for d6 plus 1. Kind of going for a more high damage option. Still kind of capturing the same vibe as the 2-4 stab, but that was for d6 minus 1. And I'm wondering if this might give me a little bit better luck. Another big change, we're taking out the padded tunic instead of the quilted coat. That is on primary 5s, reduced damage by 1. I think 5s are more common than 3s. So we're gonna see if that helps us reduce damage. Our scroll is melt metal. We have a potion of healing, and otherwise this is all pretty standard. So let's just dive straight in. We'll the lore will be that this is a different entrance to the dungeon in a different place. So we're not going to run into the same stuff. But we'll start our I got to do our exits too, but we're starting off right with a decent sized room, which is a good sign. We'll go to the right. I like going to the right nice and early. So 6x4. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll just put the entrance right there, and we do get to go up 1 as well. It's a nice big blocky room to get us started as we enter. And we'll generate the room. 5x2. Well, that bodes well for our attack rolls, or maybe that's the only 5x2 I'm going to roll today. But we enter into the sleeping quarters. So let's get our little text. Brain is not working so good. Sleeping quarters. So behind 2 curtains, one on each side, are neat wooden framed beds. But somebody leaps out from one of the beds. And we are fighting on the level 1 religious enemy table. So we will roll to generate that. And I guess before we do, let's pull the table up for reference. So we'd really like... Oops. Oh, geez. We're going all sorts of wrong here. So we'd really like to not see a 6 here, because I don't believe this thing says -1. So we can get a cultist and a crazed preacher. Ideally, we'd like something fairly easy, but let's see. 2. Okay, a 2 is a cultist. Now, because I've been collecting tokens for a bit here, do we have a cultist token? Do I not have a cultist token? Oh. Huh. Oh, that's fun. We get to make a new token. That's always good. We'll use the skin saw cultist from Rise of the Rune Lords. And let's go ahead and meet our contestant here. Now, on my screen, this is not going to be on the same page. However, on yours, I will be adding in an image of the bad guy's chart, so you can follow along with me, hopefully not getting stabbed to death here. But our cultist has 5 HP. Do this to make his nameplate. All right, this guy looks pretty soft. So combat start. Round 1, and I mean we're straight in, right? There's no breaks on this train, and we critically fumble, so we miss. Thank you, game. Thank you, dice roller. Just really starting me off on the right foot. All right, what does he get? 2-4 with shift 1 does nothing. So I'm imagining Rahfa trips and the cultist punch just goes sailing over his head because he's so stunned by the incompetence that this fighter is showing. All right, round 2. So as we recover, get back up to our feet, go to a 4-5. Now 4-5. No way we can make that into anything. So that's a miss as well. The cultist will crack back. Yay, low-level combat. 2-4, again, can't do anything with that. So just these two knuckleheads just flailing. Just flailing. All right. Oh, 6x5. Man, so close to greatness, but 6x5, I still can't do anything with that. And 6x5 for him, he can't do anything with that either. Oh my god. Shift +1. All right, we get into round 4. We're getting tired, but not because we've done anything, but because we've both just been ineffectually slapping at each other. Okay, 4x3. Surely I can make something out of that. Yeah, I can make a pommel thump. So we do d6 +1 damage. All right, and we bash his skull in. So finally, kind of get to our feet. Remember what it is we're here to do. And get it done. And for our loot, RPT 1, 6 XP, and I believe the room also has a loot in it. What does the room have for me? The room comes with an additional RATT1 roll. Yep, and we do have to roll for the exits, but we'll do that in a minute. So we'll go ahead and add to our character sheet here. 6 XP, and let's roll our religious pouch table 1, 2d6. Ooh, 10 is a good thing. 10 is a good thing to get early. There is a necklace inside made of ebony beads and a small capsule containing scarlet orivatus. Necklace, no, spell, beads. Scarlet O capsule. Nice. That's a nice pickup. That the Scarlet Orivatus is pretty valuable to us. Because that goes into a couple of the good healing items. And a necklace of ebony beads is only really useful sacrificing to, I believe it is the Merc. But, you know, that's something. So, already off to a decent start. Now we do need to roll Religious Artifacts Treasure. 2d6 for this as well. 7. There's a length of twine and some leather straps. Well, that's not super exciting. Length of twine Leather straps. Not super exciting, but we still won the fight and get to press on here. All right, now we need to roll for the exits, which I believe is a 2d6 roll off of the exits or the exit types table. A 4x6 is wooden doors. So that's hopefully a good sign for us. That hopefully means this won't be locked. We do need to check for locks, which is d6. And we want to roll anything but a 6. Cool, the door is unlocked. Yeah, so let's, I guess we just press on here. Good place to press on. 1 by 1 with 3 exits. Now, it's unfortunate we're in the corner, because we're not going to be able to use that. But we do need to roll 2 more d6s. So we end up with 6 by 3. Which is good, because we weren't going to fit anything bigger than that. Oh, well. So it should be 6 wide by 3 tall. Instead, I'm going to make it 3 wide by 6 tall. And that's purely to fit it into the dungeon, which is my prerogative as the player here. And that lets me, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it lets me actually have a dungeon to crawl through, basically. I'm also going to break another rule here, and I feel like this is something that's in the spirit of the game. By the book, you can't have an exit on the same wall that you joined, but because I'm blocked off and I'm supposed to have 2 exits here, I'm just going to put it there because this logically makes sense. Because I can put the room here and it doesn't interfere with the sleeping quarters at all. So, yeah, just going to do that. And don't at me if you're a rules purist and disagree with that. Because, it's my game. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we have a unique room. Welcome. Oh, let me go to the right thing here. Welcome to the pool room. Let's for some fun here. get a little bit of well, come on. Pull it off the web here. Yeah, there we go. Nope. So there's a pool of water in here and a chest in the middle of that. None of this is necessary. This is all because it makes me happy. So the only feature in this room is a large tiled bathing pool set in the floor. In the pool is a chest. If you jump in for it, you acquire the soaked status. Roll on CT1. This does have wooden doors as well, so we will check if they are locked. 3, they are not locked, which is good for us. Cool. And now we have a choice. So we could dive in and get the soak status. The way the soak status work is you have 8 turns to remove it, or you start taking a point of damage every room. However, there's also nothing that says we have to go in there now. So Rahfa notes this down, says, that looks interesting, but I don't really want to get wet yet, at least not until I have an opportunity to dry myself off. So instead, I'm going to circle to the right, back to the left here, and see where the dungeon takes me, and we will come back to that room. Oh, 2 by 2 gets rolled again. Ooh, wow. Wow. 8 by 8. So this is an enormous central room. That is certainly interesting. So 8 by 8. So 1, 2, with 2 exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So we're going up to there. We know there's a room here, and I don't want to cut that off yet. So we could just connect this over and make this one of the exits, which is an option. Is that what I want to do though? Here, we're going to leave that for the moment. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. And this one we will just bop an exit there for sure. Now this is the choice. Now I could just put an exit like up here, and then this could form another room and just share this wall and go this way. And I think I actually will. I think we'll put the other exit there, kind of make that wall. Yeah, that feels good. That lets us get hopefully more rooms in the dungeon since we're having a big ol' enormous thing here. I will say, just as a note, you don't re-roll again. When you roll doubles on room generation, unless it's double sixes, you roll again, basically to generate a larger room. But instead, and we generated a really big room here. But once you've done that once, you don't keep doing it. You just make the room bigger. You don't keep adding to it. So 8 by 8, this enormous room. So we get to roll on a special table. We get to roll on the big room table. So let's go to the big room table. I don't know that we had any large rooms in our first run. I think we had one. All right, so 10. The Slate Shrine. Wow. Cool. This is a cool pickup because this is something we didn't see in our last run at all. Oops. Still learning the new Roll20 interface. So this is the Slate Shrine. A large slate monolith stands in the center. So let's do that. Monolith. Let's see if we can get like a cool little... I don't really want a head. I want this, but that's premium and I don't want to pay for it. No offense to any designers out there who do cool stuff. I'm sure you do. All right, this will have to do. Oh, wait. How do I spell ob? Oh, is that right? How do I spell obelisk? Hang on. We're going to the Google. Obelisk. Okay, yeah, I was spelling it sort of right. Don't judge me, okay? English is hard, and when you're under pressure in a recording session, naturally, what the hell are these things? All right. Well, fine. Disappointing, but we can just put big ol' just put a big ol' stone. We know what it is. Rock. Okay. Anyway, a large slate monolith stands in the center of the room. Hanging from it is a gold amulet worth 2d6 gold coins that has 4 slots on it. So, first of all, gold amulet worth 6 GC, which we will add to our sheet. Gold amulet with 4 gem slots, 6 GC. Cool. Now, if we had gems, we could load the gems into this thing and have a chance at an effect. However, in this case, we don't have any gems, so we just sort of shrug and move along. As before, I think this kind of happened in the last run too. We're having kind of an early that's not what I wanted. Just kind of want to move stuff to the map layer so they don't get shifted around. Having kind of an easy start here, or a lack of combat to our start here. It's archways for the exits. They can't be locked, so we'll just keep going. But we do have this cool amulet. If we find a bunch of gems, we can do something with it. Okay, we got a long corridor here. 1 by 6 with 2 exits. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we want to keep going up or do we want to cut over? I think we actually want to do this. Because we've got several entrances over here. So maybe we do it like this. Yeah, that feels good. Because then we go there and there. Cool. And we'll actually cut over to the side here and try to see if we can't connect this side of the room. 3 by 4 with a single exit. Interesting. How is this going to look? 3 by 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that, maybe? Can't really fit. We can try to... We'll squeeze another room in here. Just because I want to keep rooms coming if possible. But let's encounter this room 1 by 6. 1 by 6. The meeting room. Oh boy. 3 simple chairs are tucked in around a makeshift wooden table. 2 people stand as you enter. Roll L1M -1 and L1R -1. If you roll, we get a chest. The doors in this place are wood. And this is a unique room. So let's go ahead and enter all of that. Meeting room. Cool. And let's go ahead and meet our contestants for who's going to try to bash my brains in today. Let's see. So first of all, we need to roll on L1M, which is level 1 Marshal. And we are rolling at D6 -1. Can't roll lower than 1. Basically, this just translates to you can't roll a 6. So a 5. So we do get a veteran. Which, did we fight a veteran previously? Doesn't look like we did. So we're going to need a veteran token. Do I actually have a veteran token? Well, no, that's not going to work. Fighter. Let's get a generic no. Nah. This guy'll do. That'll do nicely. So, we're facing down a veteran. That's level 1 Marshal. And we also need to roll, and I made the very foolish mistake of not writing this down. Level 1 Religious as well. And once again, we can't roll the pair. We can't roll the Cultist and Crazed Cleric. So instead, we roll what is effectively a 4 for an Infernal Monk. Now, didn't we fight an Infernal Monk? Yeah, we did. We did fight an Infernal Monk. Cool. So let's get our contestants set up. Probably for the best we encountered this now while we still have, HP and stuff. Because this has the potential to be quite dangerous. The veteran especially is a quite dangerous foe. With 10 HP, he's basically as tough as I am and pretty much as strong. Thankfully the Infernal Monk's a little bit weaker. So combat start. The enemies are rolling at... Well, actually, let me double check. Is it the second enemy gets shift +1, or do they all get shift +1? Where is this? Always good to check the rules. Sometimes you'll find in this situation you attack first, and the creatures take their turns. Naturally, you decide your attacks. Blah 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 blah. Oh right, the extra shift is not a mandatory rule. It is a bonus rule. Yeah, so the veteran, I'm going to say, we're focusing on the veteran. Or do we want to focus the monk? Yeah, we focus the monk. So the veteran is going to be rolling at shift +1 until the monk is down. But Rahfa sees, kind of maybe the weaker target and says, I got to even the score here. And is going to try to blitz the Infernal Monk. Round 1. Targeting Monk. 4x5 is not going to do anything. Oh, no. All right, we're already off to a bad start. The Infernal Monk will, of course, crack back. With a 3x5, he's at shift 1. He can't do anything with that. And now the veteran will fight 1x3. Can't remember, does the veteran have low attacks? Yeah, 1x3 with shift 2. He can't do anything with that. Excellent. So, already off to a good start of not getting splattered. We're attacking the monk again. 1x2. That's dangerously close to our thing, isn't it? Yeah, sudden womp. We can shift to it. Nice, because we can shift to 2-3. So yeah, we shift up to 2-3. 7 damage. Just lop the monk's... Or, nope, we're using a mace. We bash the monk's head in. So with a crunching blow, we send the monk sprawling, and that does even the fight. So now the veteran, now at normal. But the veteran does get to swing back at me, and he critically misses. Nice. Game's making up for, or the dice roller's making up for what it did to me on the Overlord. The old veteran stumbles and fall, gain 2 extra hits as he tries to rise. Wow, wow, wow. So as he tries to get up, we swing once. Can I make, can I make 2x3 with that? No, I can't. Can't make 5x2 either. It's twice. 6x3 becomes 5x2. Does he mitigate parry on 3s and 4s? Armor deflection on secondary 5s and 6s? Yep, he doesn't parry this. Parry this, you filthy casual. So we get him for 2 damage. And that effectively ends the round. So round 3. Now I swing again. 3x5. Oh. Don't think I can do anything with that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm 1 turn off being able to do something with that. The veteran swings back 4x1. He's only at shift 1, so that is not enough to make his 3x2. All right, so round 4, shift +1. All righty. And of course, now that we've got shift +1, oh, that isn't an exact strike. I keep mixing up. It's 2x3. But we do get to 1d6 +1 him. We check his stats. Primary it's 2-3. So yeah, he doesn't mitigate. So we just hit him square for 6. He's down to 2. He swings back at shift 2. 1x4. Can he do anything with that? Down 2, up 2. Now he can't do anything with that, so he misses again. Nice. We're getting it done here. 2x5. That's the inverse of what we need. However, we do turn it into 2x3, and that will finish the job. Nice. Nice commanding victory for Rahfa. Already off to a strong start here. Let's total up our loot here. So the veteran drops a PT1 +1 roll, D6 gold coins, 30 XP. The infernal monk gives an RPT1 +1 and 15 XP. And then I believe the room itself gives us, where is it? Gives us, this is the meeting room. Yep, the meeting room. We also have a CT1 roll. Nice. So lots of good stuff. So first of all, 45 XP. 45 + 6 is 51. I don't know why I had to type that out, but that's halfway to level 2, which is a big moment for us if we can get there before leaving this floor. And now let's roll some loot here. We'll do it in order, I guess. PT1 +1. 6 D6 silver coins. 3 silver coins. Cool. Three silver coins is not a lot of money, but it is more than we had before. Let's see. D6 gold coins. A single gold coin. Oh yeah, we are rolling in nothing. We are broke. We are still broke. And then we have an RPT. So a religious pouch +1 is a 10. I believe we've had that one already. Yep, another small ebony bead necklace and scarlet O. No need to worry about typos. We do need to find a, was that a pouch? Was that a pouch? Did we get a pouch here? Can I say there was a pouch? Yeah, we have D6 silver coins inside a pouch. So we do have our money pouch now, which is important to me. And then technically that was also a religious pouch, right? Yeah, so we successfully establish our herb pouch and our money pouch. So the scarlet Orivitus and the money are now living in their own pouches. Everything else is sort of just in our backpack in various pockets. And the reason to do that is you don't, if you imagine, you wouldn't want to have your herbs sitting in the same pack as like a lantern and a wax sealing kit and your food. Like it's just not very smart. And finally, the big roll. We need a high roll here. High roll, big money, no whammies. 8. So this is our CT1 roll. Oh man, there's lots of good things in here, but an 8 is pretty good. Chest is small, but full of coins. So we need 46 plus 20 silver coins. Oh, this is actually a really good roll. Well, so 35 silver coins and 40 copper coins. So it's a good thing we have that money pouch now, because that is definitely a lot of jangle. But we also pick up, and this is perhaps the most important part, a lockpick +3 with 2 uses. Or if you prefer, 2 +3 lockpicks. Very useful if we encounter doors. I don't remember if we checked if this door was locked. It is not. Alrighty. So with this room dealt with, I think we'll try to press on here and see if we're gonna see if the dice roller is gonna cooperate with this room size. And that'll do it for part 1. Thank you all very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. In the end, it's all about letting the YouTube algorithm know that I make content that you and people like you like to watch. Love to hear feedback on the new format. Do the fading in and out of the various cards and tables I'm using. Is that helpful? Is that impactful? Once again, thank you all for watching, and see you in part 2.